Hello, class. How you guys all doing? Miss you. Hope you're staying home, staying indoors, practicing your social distancing, and staying healthy. We got some updates that I'm going to go through. I've updated the syllabus of assignments, so I'm going to be reviewing that. And then we're going to continue on learning with the content that we have set forth for the rest of the semester. So I will go over the syllabus, then switch over to a PowerPoint and talk about some of the assignments that you have coming up. All right, class, so I'm going to be going through the adjusted and updated syllabus. So right here I have our 4050S, so our lecture information as far as assignments and what's going to happen. So soon after I go over this syllabus, I will be pulling up another PowerPoint with Tgmd Iii, just reviewing some of the information that we covered last Thursday with class. Make sure that each of you understand the content of the assessment. So we will be having each of you record yourself demonstrating one skill of the Tgmd Iii, and then I have a YouTube video that you will be scoring of a participant and then turning in your score sheet for that. We'll go over goals and objectives next week. I'll have a recorded lecture for that. Then we'll talk about your final poster preparation and what that's going to look like. You are going to develop a goal and 3 objectives, which will be due on the 16th. We will talk about having a reflection of your teaching, and then the end of the semester will really just be putting all of your finalized MDC documents uploaded to a Google folder, which I have the link here. I will post it on Blackboard and also email it out to everybody. And then also submitting your poster emailed on the 26th for a rough draft so I can give you feedback. And then the final poster will be due on the 4th by 5 p.m. posted to Blackboard. So that's what we have left to do as far as lecture content. Moving on into our activity, clearly things are looking a lot different since we're going to be not doing any face-to-face instruction and clinic is no longer in session. All of you have your videotaped home program of one skill that is due tonight by 11:59, posted to Blackboard. The following week by Thursday, you're going to videotape a home program for all of your skills. And again, it can be as simple as, practicing one aspect of the skill and as complicated as using things at home to build a physical activity kind of session to really practice those. So I want you to be creative. I want you to use potentially what you have in your environment to be able to tape and just really making sure you're emphasizing to the parents your verbal cues and exactly how you want them to perform that motor skill, and also letting them know how often you want them to be practicing it each day. After that, we have spring break, so we don't have anything that will be needed that week. Then your last 2 assignments will be, I would like you to build a physical activity calendar for the month of April. So each day you're going to provide some sort of physical activity that your participant is capable of doing with the help of potentially a parent or an older sibling with things that they potentially have around the house. And I will upload to Blackboard some examples of those physical activity calendars and also a template that you can use if you choose to, or you can develop your own for that assignment. And then the last one is going to be a 10-minute fitness video, and it's going to be based upon your participants' capabilities and ability to complete that. So it can include some stretching, some yoga moves, body weight exercises, things that could potentially be found around the house to be able to use as weights, like cans or jugs or anything that can provide some resistance. So just a really nice 10-minute fitness video for your participant to increase their physical fitness, and you can also incorporate some of their motor skills as well. So those are going to be our 4 assignments for really the last 4 weeks of what we would currently have for motor development clinic. You're going to then complete a post-teaching reflection, and then again, it's all about just getting those MDC documents put on the Google folder. So those documents are going to be your information sheet for next semester's teacher, all of your edited lesson plans, your assessment sheets, your 2 home programs, and your program sheet, and then also your collaboration and communication log. So I'll be going in next week to the MDC, and I'll figure out what you all have in your binders for the collaboration log and also home program, and I will scan and email them to you all so that you have that. I'll be uploading the syllabus probably tonight or tomorrow. I'm still going through and just making tweaks to all the updates, and I'll get that available for you. All right, let's go ahead and move on into our Tgmd Iii assessment. And give me 1 second as I get my monitor set up. So, teaching online, this is what I currently feel like. I would rather see you all in person and teach face-to-face for sure. And pretty much every morning I'm waking up with thousands of new emails. But please feel free, email me if you have any questions or comments. As always, please feel free to do so. And please make sure you are staying healthy and following all the guidelines put out by our state and nation. So what are we going to cover today? We're going to continue to learn about the test of gross motor development 3. We're going to talk about testing components, administration and scoring, apply the test results to standards, and then do some practice as well. So the test of gross motor development was originally created in 1985 by Dr. Dale Ulrich. He is still the main author of Tgmd Now 3, 3rd edition. This is what the 2nd edition looked like and the score sheet. And now each of you saw Tgmd Iii score sheets from our previous class last Thursday. So just some more information about the test. There are 2 components, locomotor and ball skills, previously called object control skills. It is a norm reference assessment, which means that the participants are going to be compared to a normal sample of participants based upon their gender and also their age. And it is a valid and reliable assessment tool. The test population is between the ages of 3 and 10 years, 11 months that you could utilize this assessment test on. There is a total of 13 items, 6 locomotor, 7 ball skills, and the scoring is either 1 or 0. So test administration, like we reviewed last Thursday, is 1, you should practice administrating the test items before you perform a formal assessment, so you feel very comfortable and confident with your directions and also demonstrations. Since the test is standardized, it must be administered exactly as specified within the testing manual so that there'll be no changes based upon whoever administers the test. You can provide no more than 2 demonstrations, and you should provide always 1 demonstration, and if for some reason you believe your participant or student did not see or learn from that demonstration, you can provide 1 more demonstration, that's it. And as always with assessments, there's no teaching cues throughout. And for the Tgmd Iii, you can use the video demonstration of Dale that you guys all watched prior to class last Thursday. And they also have visual cards, which I have right here, run, gallop, and hop, that can also be used to demonstrate the motor skill. If for some reason your participant, primarily those with autism, do not watch an adult demonstrating this skill, they could just read through and look at these cards for their demonstration. So interpreting the test results, you're going to fully complete the profile or examiner record sheet. Every single thing should be completed and filled out. You need the exact age, year, and month. You're going to record the testing conditions, and then you're going to come up with a profile of scores based upon the raw score. and I will be making a separate video of how to do all of the scoring needed for the record sheet, so that you'll have that information. And also, when you use the video to be able to do your scoring, if you do not have the information, you can go ahead and just input information that you can make up, as far as the name of the participant, date testing, date of birth. It'll tell you their year, and then you could just put 0 months. And then also for the school, you can just make up a name or put Cal Poly. But remember, the whole sheet should be filled out. There should never be any blanks left on it. So figuring out the age, we didn't cover this last Thursday. I want to make sure that we go through this. So I have an example here of a female who their date of birth is 1/4/2013. Okay, so January 4th, 2013. And one of the first things that you want to do when trying to figure out a student's age is to flip the order into year, month, and day. So, well, that's supposed to be 2013, January 4th. So now you can subtract it from the current date. So today is 3/19. I have it flipped backwards. So here's the years, here's the months, and here's the days. So I take 19 minus 4 equals 15 days. 3 minus 1 equals 2 months. 2020 minus 2013 is 7 years. So in the Tgmd Iii, it does not say that you ever round up. So this individual would be a female, and her age would be 7.2, or 7 years, 2 months. Give me 1 second. Okay. So now we want to go into a much harder way to figure out. So this individual's date of birth is 7/24/2016. So we flip the year, month, and day. So 2016, month 7, days 24, and now we have to subtract it from the current date. But as you can see, it's not going to be as easy because I can't subtract 19 from 24. So I'm going to show you how to go through and do those subtractions. All right. So first thing, you're going to go ahead and put the year down, current year, current month, and current day, subtracted by the student's year they were born, month they were born, and day that they were born. All right. So we're going to start with the days, and clearly I cannot minus 19 from 24, so I borrow 1 month. That means I bring over 30 days. 30 plus 19 is 49, and now I can subtract 49 from 24. 9 from 4 is 5. 4 from 2 is 2. Now, 2, I can't subtract 2 months, so I borrow a year. Take 2020 to 2019. I bring over 12 months that are in a year. 12 plus 2 equals 14. I take 14 minus 7, and that equals 7. Now I can do 2019 minus 2016, which equals 3. So the individual is 3 years and 7 months. So go ahead and figure out the age of this participant. They are born June 6, 12, 2015. So if you need to, pause the video and go ahead and do your math. When you're ready and you have your answer, go ahead and start the video back up. All right, you completed your equation. Let's see if you got the right answer. And the answer is the individual is 4 years, 9 months, and 7 days. If you didn't, go ahead back and correct your math. Look at your math, and if need to, rewind the video and rewatch how I borrowed a year or months to be able to complete the equation. So it's time to practice scoring and practice demonstrating those test items. So what is going to be due from you is a video demonstration of the Tgmd Iii. So you can find your name on the left-hand side and what test item you are to demonstrate, and then also video record yourself demonstrating the skill correctly, and also the verbal cues that you would use to instruct a participant to perform that motor skills assessment test. Your scoring is going to be based off of a pre-recorded YouTube video to score the Tgmd Iii. This is posted already on Blackboard under course documents. I will also email out the link for you to be able to access it that way. And you will be making sure that you have a blank score sheet, and then you will watch the motor skills. And you can go ahead and feel free to pause the video when needed to go ahead and do your scoring. All right, I will be in touch. Thank you all. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.